with you the
Okay, you can start the video and then stop watching whenever.
Okay.
Hello, my name is Lee McMahon. My Canon number is 8343. My center name is Wellington Community High School, and my center number is US 115. My group question is, can social media benefit society? My group members are Victoria Lowe, Gabriella Bedoya, and Jory Powell. They'll be focusing on the economic, social, and moral aspects respectively, while I focus on the health aspect. In this presentation, I'll be discussing how social media is harmful to society by exploring mental and physical health issues. However, I'll address the opposition between and discuss how social media can benefit the previously stated points. This topic is important on a local level scale as most of America has technological access to obtain social media. Therefore, these areas have increased exposure and are prone to higher addiction rates using social media. On a global scale, it's still impactful as many MEDCs, such as European and some Asian countries, Australia, and other countries that are technologically developed are exposed to social media devices and show similar addiction patterns. My topic is exploring the relatively new phenomenon of social media. A research paper titled, Why People Use Social Media, a Use and Gratification Approach found that social media is defined as a group of internet-based applications that build on the ideological and technological foundations of Web 2.0 and allow the creation and exchange of user-generated content. I'll consider whether social media is actually a benefit to society by evaluating the negative and potential positive effects it has on people. Local background information includes how social media is more prominent for people in wealthier areas and wealthier cities in America, which leads to it being more addictive and causes key health issues for people in these areas. A MediaKicks article which studies social media use states that 74% of all Americans, or 240 million Americans, check Facebook alone daily. Estimates show other websites like Instagram, Twitter, and YouTube are highly used daily by Americans. Global background information includes the addition of more developed countries in Europe, Asia, and also Australia. These technologically developed countries are also prone to social media addiction and suffer negative health effects by obsessively using it. The same MediaKicks article states 3.1 billion people as of 2018, or roughly one-third of the global population, use social media. Globally, the number of social medias has risen by 13%, or 362 million in the past year. My first perspective is that social media is harmful to the mental health of people in society. This is because social media and the obsession over it leads to focus only on it. Social media is harmful to mental health as it can lead to depression, anxiety, sadness, and other effects which make people feel worse mentally. Also, potential mental and physical illnesses and diseases can result when the situation becomes extreme enough. The general population can report these negative feelings when mentioning social media. A Psychology Today source, a credible magazine, reported that, according to a recent study of 1,500 Facebook and Twitter users surveyed, 62% reported feeling inadequate, and 60% reported feelings of jealousy from comparing themselves to other users. This shows that the general population is experiencing negative feelings with social media exposure and has their self-esteem harmed. Additionally, these factors of mental health issues become more serious for teenagers. Teenagers are growing up at a complicated time of their life, which makes decisions harder. Sometimes, these decisions are tough and makes teenagers more prone to anxiety, depression, and anger when using social media compared to adults. In fact, a Center for Research study, which researches the habits of teenagers, found that teenagers who spent 5 or more hours online, like on social media, were 71% more likely to have a risk factor associated with suicide compared to those who only spent 1 hour online. This factor increases even with 2 hours. This concludes teenagers are more susceptible to negative mental health feelings when they are more exposed to social media. However, social media can sometimes benefit society. This can be through mental health aspects or physical health aspects. Social media can actually be a benefit for mental health as communication with peers helps boost happiness and can also provide an outreach source for people who need it. Social media may be able to help someone in a hard time by thinking they are appreciated and within a group. A Painted Brain article, which studies the effects of social media, mentions that an increasing number of websites are now offering support through social media channels. These sites often provide anonymous forums for people to connect and share personal experiences. This shows that some people need support through social media to keep up their friendships, get support in times of need, or just reaffirm their happiness. Also, physical health can be benefited, as posting about physical fitness goals online can create a sense of accountability and help an individual's goals be achieved. Social media accountability provides more motivation to lose weight, build muscles, or any physical fitness goal. Posting regularly about their goals lets friends and family make sure they are making progress. In fact, another article from Painted Brain states, announcing a goal via social media and regularly posting about it promotes accountability to others, creating positive reinforcement from friends, and stimulating an online social support system. This form of accountability is arguably the strongest motivation, as people don't want to fail with their family and friends. So, social media can be the factor that makes a positive difference in physical health. Finally, social media is harmful to society as it causes harm to physical health. Social media can harm the physical health of people by promoting inactivity while obsessing over social media. This inactive or sedentary lifestyle has been proven to cause physical complications. A study from the Johns Hopkins University of Medicine, a prestigious university, found that sitting for long periods was associated with worse health outcomes, including heart disease, type 2 diabetes, and cancer. Sedentary behavior can also increase your risk of dying, either from heart disease or other medical problems. Excessive social media usage harms the health of users and leads to potentially more diseases. These diseases cause major health consequences and may lead to death. Additionally, social media used at night can disturb sleep, which results in physical health complications. This is due to the blue light from the electronic device messing with the brain and disturbing neurons. This disturbing of the brain leads to harmed sleep, as the brain can't focus and melatonin levels are off. A lack of sleep leads to being more tired, sick, muscularly fatigued, and lacking in physical abilities. Also, the bright light can harm metabolism and lead to weight gain. A study from the Northwestern University, a prestigious university, found that insulin was unable to acutely bring glucose levels back to a baseline level following with a meal with bright light exposure in the evening. They also found that our lighting environment impacts our health outcomes. This social media exposure can also harm physical health through indirect ways, like our cell phone's light disturbing our metabolism and sleep patterns to overall cause a less healthy life. The research I conducted showed there is more information supporting the idea that social media can lead to more mental and physical health issues than the common person realizes. Therefore, I can conclude social media is not a benefit to society. However, there are methods which can ameliorate the negative effects social media poses to society. The obvious solution is to use it in moderation and not let it interfere with work, school, and relationships. However, it is not that easy, and people can use apps that limit their social media use. Also, people can seek counseling to help limit social media use through family and friends or through an intervention. Addiction therapy can also be useful. Finally, the government can create PSAs or establish campaigns which reveal the negative effects of social media. Thank you for your time and consideration. The following slides contain my sources.